Hi everyone, this is Peter McPhail with Lifestyle Properties of Maine. Today we are going to look at one of the most affordable lake lots in the entire state of Maine, so stay tuned. And I'm actually in Washington County, and does anybody know who the state of Maine named Washington County after? Which famous person? Very good, our first president, George Washington. So a little bit about Washington County. It is the state's third smallest county with about 31,000 people, followed only by Franklin County, and the smallest county in the state, Piscataquis County, with 17,000 people. And I'm specifically in the border town, and you can see behind me the Saint Croix River, the border town of Calais. Calais, not Calais. So on the shores behind me, on the far shore, is St. Stephen's, New Brunswick, Canada. And the population here in Calais is about 3,000 people. You know, you've got a Walmart here, you've got Subway, coffee shops, restaurants, Tractor Supply, and a hospital. So all of your major services will be here. We're actually going to head 25 minutes south of here via Route 1 down to the small little town of Robbinston, Maine. Robbinston has about 600 people population-wise. We're going to head over to Western Lake and take a look at that. Like I said, it is one of the most affordable lake lots in the state of Maine. So let's head over there and take a look. On the way to Western Lake, I just wanted to stop and show you real quick. We're probably 10 minutes from the property now, but this is the boat launch to the Saint Croix River, which is the tidal saltwater section of the river, and it gives you direct access to the Atlantic Ocean. So you boat down from here down into Passamaquoddy Bay and then out into the Bay of Fundy. And why do they call it the Bay of Fundy? That's a story for another time after you put the kids to bed. But we're going to continue on over towards Western Lake. So we just turned off from Route 1 onto the Brewer Road, so we'll continue on the town-maintained Brewer Road. Eventually, we're going to come to a gravel road that accesses Western Lake, so let's continue on. So again, access to the property, guys. We took Route 1 out of Calais to the Brewer Road, and then we turned off from the Brewer Road onto the Sherman Hill Road. Now we're just getting on the gravel road. You can see it behind me, and this is all part of the ATV trail system. There is no formal association here, so road maintenance will be up to each individual owner as they feel they need to maintain it. But there are a number of owners in here, so you're not going to be totally by yourself. So we'll continue in on the gravel road down to the lake. Just arrived at the boat launch to the lake. It's a primitive boat launch. You're not going to see a big speedboat out here. You're going to launch canoes, kayaks, small aluminum boat with a small motor on it. We are at the end of April right now, and this is the beginning of our black fly season. So if you want to be in the remote part of Maine, but you don't want to deal with black flies, buy something in New York, because good luck trying to avoid the black flies. You have to pay your dues if you want to come to Maine. You're going to get used to some black flies, and they're heavy in the springtime. They'll be heavy coming up here the month of May, and then they will calm down. So, but you do have to pay your dues. You want to come to Maine. So we're going to boat launch here. We're going to head over to the other side of the lake and show you the lot. After leaving the boat launch, we continued out the Goulding Lake Road, and then we turned left onto the Steam Mill Road. And the Steam Mill Road is where the 4 acres on Western Lake fronts on, and we'll be there shortly. We just stepped off the Steam Mill Road onto the lot, and there's some old grown-up blueberry field, wild blueberries that grows out to the road. Would have to be reclaimed. You know, you'd have to bush hog this down and probably do a controlled burn, but I think over time you'd get a pretty good crop of blueberries. As the neighbor's property to this, they've got some beautiful blueberry fields right up to the property here. There is a roughed-in trail here going down in on the lot, so we'll just continue to hike down through here. There's a nice gradual slope running off the road. You know, a nice mixture of birch trees and pine, some fir trees in here. We're about midway into the lot, walking down the trail that the owner has roughed in. Easy walk down to the water. You can see the frontage from here. You know, I think this is a nice setup right now if you wanted to come in and pitch a tent. That would be real nice to do. There's a nice breeze coming off the water here. pitch a tent, and then, you know, hire a contractor to come in and gravel it. Gravel the driveway in, put yourself a little pad in to maybe park a camper or eventually build your camp. Really nice spot for that. It's about 58 degrees here today. Nearing the end of the day. Trying to get this done for you guys before the sun sets. Let's get down to the shore here. But I'll tell you, a lot of the heavy lifting's been done here, guys. The owners come in and has thinned out all the undergrowth here. And that is a ton of work. I speak from experience. Ton of work. Got a beautiful maple tree, rock maple right there. That'll be nice. I'll get some firewood, some beech in here for firewood too. Made it down to the shore. And it looks like a rocky bottom to it. Easy to put in a dock here, I think, and keep your boat and your canoes and kayaks. You probably just pull those up on shore. But it is a pretty spot here. It's going to be an off-grid location. You're not going to have traditional power. And year-round access, you'd be plowing some road if you wanted to come in here in the wintertime. I'd say this is best suited for your 3-season cottage. Come up in the spring, summer, and fall. And then, although, you know, historically Washington County doesn't get a lot of snow. One of the things that I wanted to show you, the lot has been surveyed. Here is one of the corner pins. I'm not going to locate all of them today, but just to give you the heads up, the lot has been surveyed. Standing right on the shore, looking back up into through that little stretch of woods into the cleared area. So guys, I wanted to point something out to you that my grandfather taught me many, many years ago. It's getting about that time of year to do some brook trout fishing, and Gramps always said when the leaves pop out and they're about the size of a mouse's ear, then the trout will be biting. And I just wanted to show you. So this maple right here is getting ready. Another week, I would say, and the trout will be biting. But another good thing is the black flies. When the black flies are biting, you know the trout are biting as well. All right, we made it back to the truck before the sun went down. And hey, we appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. But we really do appreciate you watching. Let's recap here. The lot is about 4 acres and a couple hundred feet of frontage. Price is $49,900. Don't delay on this one. I may end up buying this myself. This is a beautiful area over here. My dad actually comes from the next town down. He left here when he was 17 to go fight in the Korean War. But again, appreciate you watching. Peter McPhail, Lifestyle Properties of Maine, and we will see you again real soon.